New at 6 tonight, an NYPD officer facing 15 years behind bars. She is accused of stealing a townhouse, and she's been indicted on multiple felony counts. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor explains.
45-year-old NYPD officer Blanche O'Neill enters the courtroom, this time wearing the handcuffs. The Brooklyn DA says the officer allegedly stole this three-family house in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. After the arraignment, a judge released O'Neill on her own recognizance. So when O'Neill exits, the cuffs are off and she is silent. So how do they allege she did it? Brooklyn DA Ken Thompson says the homeowner of 23A Vernon Avenue died back in 1993, but her nephew and 3 other relatives inherited the property. However, it sat vacant and run down for years.
And that was an opportunity that we allege that this officer took advantage of by filing the necessary paperwork to be able to gain ownership falsely over the property in Bed-Stuy.
The DA says O'Neill filed a deed transferring the property from the deceased owner's nephew to herself back in 2012, alleging he sold it to her for $10,000. The scheme was uncovered when a buyer contacted the nephew last year.
The actual owner of the property attempted to sell it and learned that the deed had been transferred to someone else.
You can see, though the home sits still unoccupied, there are now some fall decorations and a garden.
Somebody that's actually been buying the building, that's why the pumpkins there and the flowers and all this is out here on that sense, so they've been taking care of the building.
We tried to get in touch with the nephew of the deceased homeowner, but were unable to. O'Neill lives just down the street from the house in question here. We tried to catch up with her after court. Blanche, do you want to tell your side of the story?
No, it's not
O'Neill is a police officer with the 83rd Precinct out of Bushwick. She has been suspended without pay. In Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.